Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to The Coordinate. Today is a sad day in the time of The Coordinate. It's a very hard time for me, and today was the end of a chapter in the world of Attack on Titan. I just hope and pray that we can all gather our strength together as one to help ourselves through this torrid time. I'm here for you all, and I hope you're all here for me. I like Moose Knuckle.
I will destroy them all.
Yes, hello and welcome back to episode, 66, 67? 67 of the Attack on Titan podcast that you all know and love. The Coordinate. Yes, it's us. It's me. I'm Bill. I'm back again. B4 Bow, Mao to the people, back once again with the Renegade Master because Tyler is unfortunately away on business. He is indeed taking care of business. So, yeah, as I said last week, guys, you've got 2 weeks of my wonderfulness or dreadfulness, whichever way you like to think of it, ready and waiting for you all. So, yes, oh my God, people, this week's episode. So, I'm going to open up this episode to let you guys know that sometimes Twitter is an absolute arseache place to look. Now, I don't do a lot of twitting these days, you know, I've kind of calmed down on that fact. You know, a year or two or stuff, I think I was probably quite addicted to Twitter. I used to be on it constantly. But nowadays, it's like, if I'm bored and I've really got some time on my hands, I'll have a quick check. And yeah, I decided on Sunday, you know, to have a little check on Twitter. And scrolling through, and what did I see? Bloody a tweet from Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll, the official Crunchyroll Twitter account. And they spoil something that happens in this episode. And, like, you know, the episode had been out for a couple of fucking hours. I was so disappointed. And then, yeah, having just watched the episode, man, this is a really good episode. But the whole thing was completely lost on me, like the biggest point of it, because it had been spoiled. Just come on, people. Like, it had been out for a couple of hours. You know, I know it's in the manga. I haven't read the fucking manga. I'm watching the cartoon series now, aren't I? Yes, I said cartoon. I know it's anime or manga. But yeah, anyway. So just give it a couple of days. Come on, at least, before you start putting shit like that on the internet, man. It's just unfair. Ruined this episode for me. Ruined it. And for Tyler. Tyler's read the manga. He's been waiting for a year and a half for me to see this. Because he thought it'd be hilarious to see my reaction. I'm so mad. So mad. Anyway, welcome back, people, to The Coordinate, where Bill has a massive rant about Twitter spoilers and how people are arseholes in this world, yeah? People are arseholes. So anyway, where was we? So, you know, Eren and the gang had gone balls out with a big old attack on Marley. They'd killed loads of the Marley's top brass who was sitting in the things. He ate Big Willy style. He's eaten the the Warhammer Titan, or as we shall call it, the Gimp Suit Titan. And then suddenly Reiner came out the ground. So first of all, we're treated to a very, very brief battle with Reiner, where Eren gives him a big punch to the face and knocks him to the floor. But at the same time, Reiner manages to just rip out of his hands the Jaw Titan. So Porco Rosso gets another reprieve, unfortunately, for another day. He gets to breathe another breath, live another life. Although I really want to punch his punchable face in. He just got a right punchable face. But Eren, you know, although he's knocked Reiner down, he's a bit like, I haven't really got the energy left to take on Reiner. So Mikasa, you know, she zooms in and goes, come Come on, lover boy, off we go. And off they trot and they fly. And they've got this big old blimp just flying through the city, and all of the old Survey Corps people are jumping on it. And yes, Tyler. It was Gene who I was confused at. And yeah, looking at it, it's just because it's dark. I think they've made his hair look a bit more sort of lighter colour, so I thought he was blonde. He's definitely got like mousy brown hair. But yeah, it was Gene that I was thinking of last week. Good old Gene. And they're all using their ODM BDSM gear to kinkily get themselves onto this airship as it flies away. And then Gabby decides to run after the airship. And she does. And then everybody's favourite moment of the episode happens. Yeah, who doesn't love that? I was watching this while making myself some lunch, and I was dancing around the kitchen throughout this whole opening song. I am definitely a convert. I love it. I love it to bits. I don't know. Do I like this more than the original opening song? I'm not really sure. But yes, then we go fully into episode 67, Assassin's Bullet. Shot to the heart, and you're to blame, darling. You give love a bad name. Something like that. Anyway, back to the show. So, episode 67, Assassin's Bullet. And we're treated to all the guys trying to get back on to the blimp using their BDSM gear. And first of all, we've got Mikasa pulling up Erin's sad ass, and Armin's helping him board the thing. And everyone's looking a bit pissy. And then suddenly Levi turns up. He's like, "You right, Erin, you piece of shit." It's just like, then he starts beating the shit out of him, just throws him across the room. It's just like, "Levi, man, what's going on?" And even Mikasa's just like, "No, don't hurt him. It's about Erin." And then, he says to his Erin, "Oh, man, you have such a kickable face, Erin." It's just like, "Levi, mate, you're hardly one to talk. If you weren't like balls out hard, I'd want to kick your face in." And yeah, they kind of have like a little staring competition. And it's just like, yeah. There's even a guy pointing the gun at Erin. At this point, you're like, "Oh, what? What's going on?" So it turns out that maybe not everybody wanted Erin to do what he did. He's kind of gone out on his own and, just decided to start a huge war with another nation. And then the Survey Corps have had to come get him back because they can't risk him. They can't risk it at all. They just can't. They can't risk losing the Founding Titan because it's the only thing keeping him around, even though so far the Founding Titan is the only one we haven't seen as an actual full-on Titan form, and currently seems to have the lamest power. It's just like, hey, I can make walls out of other Titans. Yeah. But everyone goes back in. Jean goes back into the ship and leaves Commander Lobov, who I don't really remember, but apparently used to be the garrison. Leaves him hanging his fat ass behind the plane, shooting at things to try and do cover. I think they're waiting. I think if I remember right, they're waiting for like the last group to get back in. And then then the party starts on the ship. Now, come on. The Elidians early on had a big party on the train. And then these guys are having a party on the blimp. I know I'd rather be on. I'd rather be eating a curry watching TV, to be honest with you. I'm a dad now. I'm like, I need sleep. I can't be up all night partying. But I love the bit where Coney goes and gives Sasha and Jean big hug, just squeezes them in. He goes, "I love you guys, man. You're so special to me. I know it's not fair on everyone else, but you guys are the best. Especially you, Sasha. You hot piece of ass. You lovely bit of potato." Oh, she's one lovely potato, Sasha. Oh, yes. But anyway, and then Sasha immediately starts complaining like, "Hey, Jean, you're the leader. When are you going to feed me? I'm hungry." Oh, I love Sasha. I just love Sasha to bits. But anyway, moving on from that, Erin 2.0, otherwise known as Gabby, is still running through the sheep. She's running through sheep. Now, she's running through the streets with her rifle, and motherfucking Falco, not the Austrian rap star, but Falco from Attack on Titan, he's chasing after. He pulls her back and says like, "Gabs, come on, man. You can't run after these people." It's like, "I'm going to kill Erin, man. Like, Zofia, she was crushed. Did you see that, man? She was crushed under a rock. And then the other guy who tried to rescue her got trampled by everyone else. Do you realise? Do you know what they done to me?" And then motherfucking Falco, not the Austrian rap star, the other guy, he says, but we did that to them. Marley attacked them. They we crushed Erin's mum, then Erin's mum got eaten by Erin's stepmum. Still can't get over that. It's like, it had to be stepmum, didn't it? Yeah, and so it's just like, well, what's going on there? And then Gabby is just like, did you see it? He's like, no. She's like, I fucking saw it. I saw it happen to me, all right? I don't care if they're after revenge. They shouldn't have done it to me. I'm going to go mess their shit up. And so she's there. She's like, I'm a proud Eleidian. I wanted the world to be proud of us. Now everyone's going to fucking hate us because of these dicks. And they're just island devils. I'm going to kill them all. Where do we recognise that from? I'm going to kill them all. Every last one of them. Who says that? Eren Jaeger. Jägermeister. He loves those Jaeger bombs, that man. Yeah, so she then just decides to run off. And yeah, she takes a pop shot at old Loboff and actually gets him. She lobs off Loboff. I don't know if that makes sense or not. And he kind of just lists lazily to the floor. It's kind of like the only time someone on one of those with using their ODM gear gets shot and just sort of lazily slides to the ground. And yet Gabby's like, oh my god. She picks up his ODM gear and she's like, I can get on the ship. I can pull this trigger and it's going to just zip me right up to the ship and we can climb on and I'm going to fucking kill Eren Jaeger because I'm Gabby Logan. Wait, hang on. Her last name's not Logan, is it? I hope it's not Logan. She's a C-class celebrity from the UK from the 80s. Anyway, yes. So Gabby's just like, yep, I'm going to go up there. If I die, Falco, it's your job to make sure everyone carries on my will. Like, Jesus Christ, Gabby, your head is like the size of the blimp. Like, everyone's going to carry on my will. And Falco, as she starts streaming up into the air, grabs hold of her foot and goes up with her. She's like, what are you doing, Falco? And he's like, you're not going to be the armoured titan. I am. And she's like, yeah. And then Sasha, standing on the blimp, hears a bump, assuming Gabby's thick head as it hits the wall. But everyone kind of ignores her and goes, Loboff's outside, I think. What was he in? And then suddenly Gabby rolls into the thing, picks up her gun, takes a pot shot, and boom. She catches Sasha through the gut. And then Sasha falls to the floor and starts to bleed out. And this was it, guys. Sasha, she holds on for another couple of minutes. We get a few extra scenes before she dies, but this is it. She's dead. Sasha is dead. And this was the thing that was spoilt for me on Twitter, man. Like, Sasha has been a very vocal favourite character of mine for a long time, and poor old Tyler was waiting for me to get to this moment. And it does hurt. I won't lie, it does hurt, but all the emotion was taken out of it when I did my pleasure watch. Not me pleasuring myself while I watch Attack on Titan. That's when I watch it the third time. But no, my first watch is a pleasure watch. I just sit down and watch it, out taking notes, not doing anything else, just to enjoy it as a fan. And yeah, I was not moved. I was angry. I was upset with Twitter and Crunchyroll for tweeting out that Sasha died 6 hours after the fucking episode had come out, long before I'd actually got a chance to watch it. So annoying. So annoying. But yeah, poor old Sasha. I'm gonna miss her a lot. She's great. Even in this episode, she's only been back for 2 episodes and she's been an absolute badass. But in this one, it was just like, I'm hungry. When are we going to eat? And even as she dies, she starts making some jokes about food, being like, oh, I'm so hungry, sir. When are we going to eat? And then apparently her last words, I'll save that for the end because that's the bit that breaks her in a little bit. But yeah, the whole Survey Corps, Gabby tries to take another pop shot at someone else, and motherfucking Falco, not the Austrian rap star, but Falco from Attack on Titan, does a roll into the thing and knocks her down, and the bullet narrowly grazes past Jean's ear. So she nearly took out 2 of our original Survey Corps training class 57 or whatever they were, before she gets taken down. Then the whole people on this blimp just run over and beat the shit out of her. And then then Sasha says her last word, and she says, "Meat." Just as they're trying to bandage her up Coney and Jean are just in distraught panic. It's just, man, they lost 6 people outside, and everyone was like, "Yeah, victory! We haven't lost 6 people." And it's like, "Oh no, Sasha!" And anyway, the guys kind of want to chuck Gabby and Falco just out the blimp. So it's like, fuck these two, out they go. See you later, kiddies. But Jing's like, no, we can't kill these kids. If we start doing that, when is this killing ever going to end? So already you get the feeling that the Paradisian people, like they've been fighting these titans off on their island for years, and they finally got control of their island and then realise there's an entire world who hates their fucking guts and wants to kill them, and your only option is to kill a lot of them, which doesn't make much sense. But anyway, we get to go back to PK. Yeah, PK. PK did. I'm pretty sure he used to play for Barcelona football club. But I'll have to Google that one day, but I probably won't. She starts talking about the Malian soldier who led her and Porco Rosso into the trap earlier on. And she said, I kind of recognised him. I recognised him from the boats when we went to Paradisia 3 years ago. And he was one of the scouts on the scout ships that went missing. So this is very confusing, I have to say. It's just like, I get... So he went missing, and I was kind of at first thinking, God, has he changed? Is he working with Erin and the gang, but actually is a Malian? But no, turns out not. But the reason you should recognise him is because he's wearing a terrible, terrible beard, which actually turns out to be a fake beard. So he pulls it off, and it just looks like a bit of brown paper stuck to his face, to be honest with you. Like, it's not the best of disguises. And I don't know who this person is, but PK does say that she was a disciple of Zeke Yeager. Yeah, Erin's half brother for his dad. And we're a bit like, what? This is it now. Like, they're proper thickening up the plot. They're stirring it around. It's getting nice and thick, thicker than you could possibly imagine. And Gabby's just like screaming at people. She's like, "I'm gonna kill you all this sort of stuff." And she's like, "Yeah, I'll even tell your ringleader that it doesn't matter. They're going to lose." And so Jean's is like, "Yeah, okay, do you want to see your ringleader? Here he is." And then she plots him down, and there it is. Zeke is still alive. Levi didn't kill him, he captured him. But did he capture him? I don't know, it's difficult. But so apparently that Malian soldier from earlier who captured Cart, Titan and Jaw was actually a disciple of Zeke, whatever that means. It sounds like some sort of weird religious thing. And Gabby sees Zeke sitting there, and it's just like, Zeke, what? Why did you allow them to capture you? And it's like, no. Zeke seems to have been plotting with Erin for a while. So this is kind of my theory on it, because I've watched this 3 times now, and I still don't think the motivations still don't completely make sense here. But it seems like they've been either using Zeke or working with Zeke in order to take down the Malians. And even Hanji's here, and she's just like, "Did everything play out as you hoped, Zeke Yeager?" It's like, that's the reveal. And that's the bit that's like, oh my god. Now, why am I singing Pokemon? Suddenly went into Pokemon for some reason. But yeah, it turns out that Zeke is actually the guy. He's the one. He seems to be behind this, and he seems to be working with Erin. So I don't know if it's kind of they realised that they were half brothers, and then maybe through their Titan abilities have somehow learnt to talk to each other telepathically or something weird like that. But yeah, it's all a bit strange. But even Levi says, because of the fact that the Cart Titan and the Jaw Titan got out and were able to join the battle, Zeke had to improvise and throw a few extra rocks at their people. But also we can see here that Zeke is still shit scared of Levi. So I don't know if that's the reason why he's kind of changed sides. But Levi says, "I'm just waiting to kill you. Like, I can't wait, but I'm going to savor killing you for really late on in the series." And good old Erin, he's sitting there going, well, we killed all their top brass. We took them all out. It's fine. That's going to buy us a bit of time. And Hanji's like, yeah, buy us a bit of time so we can fly back to our fucking island. And then when we get there, the whole world is going to send an army out to get us. Yeah? You know, we can't let you go, Erin. And then, you realise that Erin's actually tied up. They full on captured him. And it's just like, this is it. This is where she says, you know, you, Erin, mate, we can't let you go. And you know that. And you put yourself in danger knowing we'd have to come rescue you. So you have kept your trust in us, but we have lost our trust in you. And then Zeke suddenly starts going into his little rhetoric about, you know, guys, you know, this is the best for the Elidians' future. You know, we have got the founding Titan back, and we've got someone of royal blood, which I'm pretty sure is Zeke. So my theory last time round was that Erin's going to end up trying to eat all the major Titans in order to try and end all the Titan war or something like that. But actually, it might be Zeke. He might be the one because he's got the royal blood. But then also, I'm confused because if you have the royal blood and you absorb the founding Titan, then you take on the weird founding Titan's peace thing. But then maybe that's what they need. Maybe all the different parts of the Titans that we are seeing are actually originally one gigantic god Titan, which is kind of how the lore starts out. There was like a Titan goddess or something, if I remember rightly. So maybe the idea is to reform the Titan goddess and then something. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it is definitely plotting, coming along, and it does seem from the way everything's shot that Zeke is actually working with Hanji and the rest of the crew, whereas they're all really pissy at Erin for just doing whatever he wants and putting them all in danger, as you do. Good old Erin. So yeah, lots of questions there, lots of things to find out in the future. And if you do know those questions because you've read the manga, don't put it on Twitter. And Crunchyroll, that's it, mate. Unfollowed, guys. Unfucking followed, you know? Sasha is dead. She ain't coming back. I will never get that moment back in my life where I could have watched that, been shocked, bawled my eyes out like a little girl, and then come on the episode and been really sad about it. Instead, I had to be really fucking angry because you fucking did that. You absolute doinks. Bloody Crunchyroll. I'm glad I subbed to Funimation. Yeah? Everyone, cancel your Crunchyroll subs. Get over to Funimation. Alright? By the way, we've got a new sponsor. Our new sponsor is Crunchyroll. So if you want a free Crunchyroll trial, go to Crunchyroll/the coordinate and you'll get a nice little 3 months trial of Crunchyroll. So give that a go. Nice guys over there at Crunchyroll. Yeah. Poor old Sasha. Her last words were meat, by the way, just in case you're wondering, which refers back to a moment where she stole some meat from the officers' pantry. Back in the early days. Back in the early days when Sasha used to be alive. I miss Sasha. She was great. She was really, really great. Anyway, what's happening next week? Don't we normally have a preview to say what happens next week? I don't know. It just looks like a load of people having fun on Paradise. I can't believe she's dead. How could he kill off Sasha, man? And like that, fucking Gabby. You know, she's just a shit version of Erin. Yeah. Alright, guys. Well, stay safe. Stay warm. It's freezing here in England. And yeah, try not to get eaten. Or shot in the gut by Gabby. Stupid Gabby.
A new blonde guy, eh? I don't think there is one, unless it's a background character. Maybe you don't recognize Gene. His hair looks blondish sometimes, but I think it's like an ashy brown. Maybe you're thinking of Flutch? He's got red hair though, I don't know.